Hey guys, welcome back. It is finally 2023. Welcome back to my channel. And if you don't already know, my name is Liz Laleo. That is what my little handle is. If you don't already know, I really love art and aesthetics and just like visual pleasures. I love witchy and gothic things, Victorian things, but I also love pink things. I'm sure you guys have seen videos of me in my pink room with all my little like cutesy, more like girly things. So that whole whimsic gothic feel, I love. That's like my favorite genre of clothes and house decor. I never really knew how to explain what my style was until I got introduced to the word whimsic gothic on fucking TikTok. And it just changed my life. It changed my life because I'm like, oh my god, that's what it is. That's what my style is. But anyways, we are here today to do a little witchy mood board for 2023. I don't really know how I came up with this idea. I think I was just kind of messing around with my altar, touching my crystals, and I just got the idea to do, or I got the idea of like, oh, how fun would it be to create something out of my crystals and herbs and things that are a little bit meaningful to me that might represent what 2023 will be like for me. I don't know, it could be a way of manifesting your goals as you're doing your little craft, because this doesn't really involve a lot of planning necessarily. I wanted it to be kind of free-flowing, if you will. So I don't really know what my mood board is going to look like, to be honest, as we're sitting here right now. There are a lot of different aesthetics that you could go for, or even like color schemes if you want to do that. If you guys want to follow along or do your own little witchy mood board with whatever crystals or herbs or just natural material you have laying around, like definitely do it. I think this is going to be really fun. And then also what I'm going to do is take like an aerial picture of it so that I can have it. And at the end of the year, I want to look back at my mood board and see if my 2023 kind of gave those vibes, or if I feel like my 2023 resonated with like my little mood board. Everything that I try to do with intention. That's mostly how I, manifest, if you will. The thing with manifestation is that you kind of have to follow it with action. So while you're sitting here kind of letting your creative juices flow while you create this, think about all the things that you want to do, but also how you're going to do them and when you're going to do them, right? I've spent a lot of January planning. Last year I started my very first garden and it was cute. Like it was mostly just to experiment and see, what comes of it. But this year I'm really trying to plan for it. So I already bought some seeds and stuff like that. So I've been trying to plan out my garden. I've also been trying to plan out my videos ahead of time, like what videos I want to do in what month. I feel like that's been really helpful in keeping me focused, because sometimes I come up with too many ideas and I get overwhelmed with like everything that I have to do. So this year is going to be about planning ahead, but also leaving room for change, because sometimes I feel like if plans don't go my way, then I kind of just give up on all my plans for that day and I don't do them. Maybe it's because I'm a triple fix sign, but when things don't pan out the way I planned, it kind of like throws my mind off. If things come up during the days I have plans, I can just, adjust accordingly and not just give up on all my plans, because then that's how I get, that's how I procrastinate too. I'm kind of just going on a tangent, but I hope you guys have an amazing year. It is January, it's a little bit boring, but you can take this time to plan for the rest of your year. The other thing we've been planning are trips. So we've been thinking about what trips we want to save up for and like what months we want to go to them on and, stuff like that. But yeah, I think this will be a really fun video and I hope that you enjoy. And if you do end up doing a little witchy mood board, please let me know. Let me know how it goes, if you liked it, if you liked the way it turned out, if you had fun doing it, and if you have any goals for 2023, let me know. Not to babble on and on, if you don't necessarily care, but for me it does help to talk about my goals out loud and really bring breath into my goals. So I think speaking it out loud kind of puts it out into the world. I think my 2023 is going to be focusing on our garden. Me filming videos of like little crafts and stuff that I've always wanted to do, or filming me doing new things. And the third thing is my art. So I want to paint more and I want to work more on my digital art. It just takes me so long to finish a piece of work on like Procreate on digital art. I just get really like hyper fixated on the details of my art, and so it always feels like I can't seem to get my art out because I never finish it. With the garden thing, I'm definitely going to be filming some of that stuff. You guys will definitely be taken along for that. I'm definitely going to be filming that because it's going to be really cool to film the process, especially for gardening, because you can really see a big transformation from, you know, early spring to like late spring or summer. You get like a beautiful amount of growth, and you just get amazing like before and after. The garden is going to be like a huge passion project, and I'm so excited for spring. Technically spring is like the start of the new year. Like Aries season is the start of the new year, but you know, we always say January is the start of the new year, but it's really not. I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to be I already know I'm going to be gravitating towards like these colors right here, which are the more earthy, warm tone colors. I believe this is honey calcite, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Like these colors right here are just beautiful. It's in my little skull. I think this just holds a candle, but I put my little crystals in it. But yeah, I already know I'm gonna gravitate towards those orangey colors because they're so beautiful. Like that orange amber color, so beautiful. So I'm gonna get down on the floor in a second, and I'm gonna do it on the floor. That way I can have the camera kind of panning like an aerial view so you guys can see. But I thought about using a white poster, just a large white poster, and I can set it on the ground, or like a white sheet and then sort of build on top of that with my crystals and herbs and whatnot. But I remembered that I bought these 2 tablecloths at Goodwill, and they're really beautiful. One is green and one is red, and I think I want to choose one of these 2 as my little background. So I have this one. It's a really beautiful olive green tablecloth, and I could use this, kind of folded up, but I could use this as my background, or I could use this red one. It's also really beautiful. Oh, whoa, it looks really intense on camera. It's not that bright. It's a little more burgundy, but it looks insane on camera. Wow. Anyways, how stunning is this? I might choose the red one just because I'm feeling, for 2023, I want to be more like daring, if you will, more bold and more courageous. So, because I'm a creature of habit, and I tend to stay in my comfort zone. Although last year I did get pushed out of my comfort zone and good things came from that. It's like a satin feel. It has like a satin feel to it. And this red here is kind of calling to me. This color right here is, I think, like the vibe that I want to go for. So I think I might choose this. Although the green was beautiful, I would have used, if I did this mood board last year for 2022, I probably would have used this one. I don't know if you guys remember in my Whimsy Gothic altar video, my new altar kind of represents like 2022 for me. It was growth and the color green, like olive green, and new beginnings and nature. Last year is when I started my garden for the first time. But this year I'm feeling more fiery. I really want to tap into that Leo energy because I'm a Taurus rising, which is an earth sign. But I think this year I really want to tap into that Leo sun, that Leo moon way more often. I think I want to lead my life in that energy because it's super bold and strong. So this red right here, I think might be my background. So should we get started? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, friends, is take my shoes off because they're pretty big and bulky. They're big platform shoes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take these off and lay them right in front. There we go. I think I have an idea for a starting point. So I was thinking a good starting point would be to pick an object or a crystal or a flower that represents something or someone in your life that you want to have in your 2023. It could be your boyfriend or girlfriend or your parents or whoever your best friend, whoever you're closest with, who you see a big future with in 2023. So for example, for Michael, if you don't know who Michael is, that is my sweet, sweet boyfriend. He bought me this really cute heart-shaped rose quartz. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like all heart-shaped. It's so cute. But anyways, this is going to be Michael in my little mood board. And I want to choose one crystal that could represent my garden and another one to represent me in my own mood board and my creativity, basically. Oh my gosh, some crystals are just so beautiful, it's hard to choose. Let's see. I think a good idea would just be to lay out all your crystals if you have a lot of them. I don't know if I want to choose orange calcite to represent me or honey calcite. These are both beautiful, beautiful little crystals. This one is so beautiful, but so is this one. Amber is always going to be really beautiful, that color. So beautiful. These warm toned crystals are just so beautiful, and that warmth reminds me of like Leo energy. I mean, I could choose a sunstone. I think sunstones are traditionally said to represent Leo energy, but to me, these other crystals are just much more beautiful to me. Okay, so for the garden, I think I'm choosing, I believe this is a lime quartzite. It's a beautiful, beautiful green. It's like a light green color. It's so beautiful, and I got it recently actually. This will be my garden stone. And I think for myself, I'm going to pick, I think I'm gonna go with honey calcite. I just love honey calcite so much. It's just so pretty. So these three crystals will be my main starting point. I think this will help. This will be somewhere to start building off of. And I think that is the key. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I just finished and I love it. It's so cute and it was so fun to make. I'm excited to show you guys. You know, the lighting is tricky, so I'm trying my best to make it look as good as it does in person. You can honestly add anything. You can make a mood board with objects of any sorts. When you think about color, you can think about the feelings and things you associate with colors. What kind of energy are you trying to bring into 2023? I don't know, it was kind of therapeutic because you can kind of just physically move things around and think about what looks good to you, and I feel relaxed after doing that. I made sure to use different things and textures to bring like dimension into the mood board. The things that I pulled out are just kind of things that mean something to me. For instance, this is a piece I made. It's made of clay. I made this in high school, but I can't remember what year it was. But it was, I mean, me and Michael have been dating for years, but we started dating in high school and I made him this in my art class. So it says E plus M infinity forever, and it has like a little heart on there, and you'll see it on my mood board. I don't know, there's something really special about watching yourself create something out of nothing and watching the process of it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me make this and hanging out with me. Thank you. Yeah, I think my next video might be like a little vlog probably. All right, los veo después, amigos. Bye.